We're watching fights. My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. You don't have the elaborate overlay. My fat sloth. I'm just melted into this couch, watching the fights in my living room. I brought my laptop, I brought a camera, and I brought a microphone, and I watch the fights with you guys. The wife has the kids. They're out. They're doing stuff. They're going to be out of my hair for this whole card. So, might as well hang out and stream. Jakey boy slept a little bit, tweaked his neck. He tweaked his neck. So, no Jake. And if we all can just say a prayer, light a candle, just please keep Jacob in your prayers. He slept a little weird. His neck hurts, so he can't do this, so I will. So we're just going to hang out. You're not going to get the humping chairs, the jumping on the desks, none of the nonsense. It's me with a giant Yeti of white wine on ice. Make whatever comments you want. I could give a shit. White wine on ice because, first of all, it's 16% volume by alcohol. It might be 18. It's Botobox Nighthawk. It's good stuff. And we're going to drink. We're going to watch the fights. We're going to hang out. I'm going to start this off with some fantastic news. We are literally up units no matter what happens. No matter what happens, my bets are up units. No matter what happens, Jacob's bets are up units, and the safety parlay already hit, and I'm not even including that in the units that I'm talking about. So we're good. If you're a premium member and you've tailed, we are good to go. We've locked up a couple units of net profit, literally no matter what. If you only tailed the safety parlay, you're now up 21, let's see, what is it? Safety parlay. 21.3 units over the last 12 events. That can't miss. So, having some fun. UFC 285s next week. So, I love when we do well a week before the pay-per-views because the pay-per-views is when we start to get a lot of new viewers. So, they'll come in. They'll see the success from the week before. They'll see you guys in the comments talking about the success. And it'll help things continue to grow. So, thanks, guys, for hanging out. We already got a bunch of people here. I'm positive a lot of people are going to show up. Jacob gets like 300-something people for his live stream. I am positive people are going to show up, see that it's me, and then bail. Let's catch up on some chat, guys. I might take calls later. Not right now. I might in a little bit. Oh, yeah. We had, our neighbors are 8-year-olds, or they just turned 8. They're triplets. So my 2 daughters and the 3 of them, today was their birthday party. And we went ice skating. We went to where the Dallas Stars, their practice arena. I'm 6'3", 250 pounds. I am not built for ice skates. I ate it more than once. My elbow is absolutely killing me. Pretty sure I dragged my daughter down with me at one point. She screamed at me, told me to get off the ice. I was embarrassing her. So, not a great day, but hopefully these fights turn things around. Let's see. I want Jacob. I watch Angelo during the week for sense. I need entertainment. Do me a favor, Angelo. Delete my number. Safety parlay is easy money. It is easy money. People threw a temper tantrum last week because the 4th leg missed. But the 2 and the 3 hit, covered any losses you could have in the 4th. People threw a temper tantrum. Meanwhile, the real ones know you tail every single leg individually, and you are up 21.8 units of net profit. Honestly, premium membership is already the greatest value in this space, period, end of story. And we have a giant reveal for you for UFC 285 coming to premium membership. There will literally be no reason ever to even entertain the idea of somebody else's premium after you see what we give you for UFC 285. Finalizing it now, we'll have that out midweek or so. The premium membership could only be the safety parlay. That's worth more than $10. It's just every single week it's consistent money, and the $10 is per month. So you're getting 4 safety parlays a month. So, very easy money. There was a streak last year before premium where that safety parlay was not hitting because I was not conservative enough. I wasn't treating it like a safety parlay. I wasn't saying, I'd be like, oh, minus 500, that's too big of a favorite, and I'd leave it alone. The reality is it's a safety parlay. Today was basically even money. The parlay was minus 107. It was Joe Selecki, Narulo Aliev with the finger bite. It crushed. Once I got more conservative with it, we absolutely started to crush. Why are you here if I'm on mute? There's nothing on the screen. Arrivederci. Arrivederci. Yeah, man, I was not on Charles Johnson. Great, look, that fight was a toss-up. I don't think it was a robbery. I don't think either one of those guys did enough that they could scream and yell that it was a robbery if they were on the wrong side. But I did not trust Charles Johnson. I just didn't. I debated making him the third leg of the safety partner, and I was like, I can't do that. Like, this is the first time we're going to see him against a true striker, and he was having issues with Zalgas. Zalgas going to give you issues. Ode might give you issues. And then it actually turned into a grappling match. So I avoided that. I'm glad I did. But, you know, we'll see what happened. You learned your lesson. See? Congratulations. Slow and steady, man. You know why this works? Jacob and I are very different people. Somebody the other day, their big question was, how come your picks are different than Jacob's? We're different people. We're not the same person. That's why. Kidding me? But anyway, the reason this all works is because we have different reads, we have different looks, we pick our spots. Even when we contradict each other, there's still some other really good spots, and it all works itself out. Today, for example, I mentioned we are up units no matter what happens the rest of the card. I still have a bet going on Dontel Mays. I have the over on that fight. I still have a couple of bets going, like 4 or 5. Jacob's got like 4 or 5 going, and we're still guaranteed to be up units no matter what. And that's why this works. There's 2 of us. Last week, I stumbled. Jacob did really well. A couple weeks ago for that overnight card, I hit every single bet I put on the board. Jacob didn't have as good as a night, and we just continue to balance each other out. So it's all working really well. Safety parlay absolutely cashed. It was actually only 2 legs this weekend. So no 3-leg, no 4th leg, totally fine. I already have all 4 legs up for UFC 285. So if you're not a premium member and you want to ride this train, WeWantPicks.com. It's only freaking $10 a month. I already have some UFC 285 bets up now, including the safety parlay. That's up there now. Tonight or tomorrow morning, the whole website's going to flip to UFC 285. You can see all the picks there, the raw notes, all of that. Once this event's over, it flips. For the time being, future bet section in betting has my bets and Jacob's bets already there for UFC 285, including the 4-leg safety parlay. What's up, Philip from Oregon? You're up units so far. Yes, so are we. Well done. Does futures are looking sexy? Yeah, man, I don't know what that means. I was watching MMA Experts. Someone in his chat asked where Jacob was. MMA. You're not the first person, or people confuse him and I. First of all, he's awesome. His name's AJ. He's awesome. We've had a bunch of conversations. I'm trying to work with him, and we've got some things that I'm trying to make happen with him. So hopefully I'll have some news after him and I have a couple more conversations. But he's great. He's out there. He's grinding. He's drama-free. He's got good takes, high-quality stuff. Like, I like AJ quite a bit. People think we're the same. Somebody sent me a DM. Granted, he's like 10 years younger than me. More than that. He's a lot younger than me. Much better hair. Much better hair. A lot younger. I do have hair, by the way. It's not great, but I do have hair. He's got much better hair. But somebody DM'd me on Discord being like, I don't understand, your bet, this is a couple of fights ago, your bet says this, but in your video you said this. It's the opposite. You picked the other person. I was like, what are you talking about? I would never say, I think someone loses and then you'll see a bet on them and you'll see them in the safety parlay. That's crazy. And then he's like, well, you did, blah, blah. I said, send me the link. And he sent me AJ MMA Experts. So I guess all Ginzo, fast-speaking Ginzos from the Northeast sound the same, or look the same. Congratulations, Marty McFly. You can go back in time and hit up all the other safety parlays, too. Jacob did love Jordan Leavitt's walkout. He was texting me all about it. I was ice skating. I fell, and can you see the lump? Busted my ass in a children's ice skating rink. Very embarrassing. And you don't go down great. 6'3", 250. You don't go down gracefully on ice skates. It's a whole lot of. I grabbed. My daughter had the buckets because they put the buckets out that kids can push. I grabbed the buckets. I took her down with me, and she was not happy about it. It was a shameful dad moment for sure. Charles Johnson was short notice, but not egregiously. It was like 3 weeks, a month, something like that. It wasn't like a week. Nothing Nothing too crazy. Guys, thanks for hanging out. 100 people here just hanging out already. Appreciate you. That was a fun fight to watch. Yeah, I've got, I picked him a lot. I've got, the wife. Hello? I'm live on camera. How are you today? What? Okay. It's disgusting. Okay. Just keep pulling it. I mean, what are you going to do? The wife called me to tell me that why is the main event canceled? The main event's canceled? Holy shit. Well, there's a couple of refunded bets. How is it 4? What else was canceled? Jose Johnson. Aylin. Main event, that's 3. How is it 4? Holy crap. Jesus. All right, well, it's going to be a shorter night than I thought. Holy crap. All right, let's talk about how many refunds I'm getting right now. My neighbor just asked me if the code goes to 5. No, it doesn't. All right, well, my wife called to say, she's got the dog and the kids right now. She called to say, I'm pulling something stringy out of the dog's ass. I think it's underwear. Sometimes he eats like underwear. And that's why I was like, just pull it out. And she's like, I am. It's getting bloody. Dogs are disgusting. We have a beagle. He's disgusting. Holy crap. There's no issues with premium. It's not regional. What are your problems signing in? We have many, many Australians there. So it's a website. There's no regional restrictions or anything like that. Let me know what your problems are. I'll try to solve them right here. Holy crap. All right, let me zero out my tracker here. I had Krylov Spann over 1.5 rounds. 0 units in, 0 units out. That fight is canceled. So I'll just make it yellow. This bet still says Nikita Krylov, most takedowns. 0 units out, 0 units in. That gets yellowed. So now I'm definitely guaranteed. I'm up 2.6767 units. And I can lose 1. So no matter what, I'm up 1.67 units, no matter what happens the rest of the night. Jakey Boy has Nikita Krylov most takedowns, so we'll zero that out. So Jakey Boy, Brendan Allen, he still has these bets. Jakey Boy's up 2.175 units. He has 0.8 in play. So he's up, I mean, we're up 3-4 units, literally no matter what happens the rest of the night. This sucks we lost the main. I was expecting to be up more than that, but it is what it is. This card is a hard fail. What are you going to do? You know what I mean? What are you going to do? Minty bets, she absolutely blows, but she picked Jordan Leavitt, and I got worried that was going to miss, but it hit. And I'm going to watch this fight. Here's the interesting part about the Jake Paul, Tyson Fury stuff. I know we all want Jake Paul to lose, but I want him to keep winning because I want to keep watching these fights. I want to see these freak show, wild boxing nonsense fights. I want to see it. And if Tyson Fury flatlines Jake Paul, that's pretty much it, right? Who's going to watch Jake Paul again? So I want him to keep winning. As horrible as that sounds. Like, I wanted Anderson Silva to whoop his ass, but part of me was like, I honestly hope he wins. So that we could, oh shit, Jacob has all those Ryan Spann bets too. Jesus Christ, I forgot about those. I want him to keep winning so that I could keep tuning into the craziness. Holy crap. All right, so Jacob just has... Oh, did I do the math on his wrong? He's out. Okay, hold on. Let me do the math on his again. Yeah, okay. Okay. Let me just message him. Okay. Anyway, we're going to be up units no matter what. Let's see what we got going on here. Angelo, you think there's no way Grasso can pull this? No. No, and people are going to say, well, Tyler Santos should have won that last fight. Tyler Santos is far more dangerous than Alexa Grasso. Far more dangerous. Alexa Grasso is not dangerous. She can strike, maybe a little bit of raw jiu-jitsu, but Shevchenko should smack her around. The minus 600 is a gift that we're seeing right now. Jacob, up in arms on Twitter. The underdogs I bet this week. Jose Johnson, Aylin Perez, Ryan Spann. All the fights were canceled. Jacob's full-blown conspiracy theory. His home province of Quebec in Ontario, where Malott calls home. He said, not really, there's all respect. Oh, that's the stuff. Woo-hoo! I may be an alcoholic. I didn't drink, let's see what we got. Angelo, you think there's no way Grasso? I already said that. This is bullshit. Yeah, it's so funny. DraftKings, they added late player swap. Then they just removed it again, saying, sorry, that was a fail. And then, like, it almost never happens anyway. And then, bang, here we go. And this is the second canceled main event in, like, 3 months. Main event. I'm messaging with Jacob. I'm telling him that the only bad bet I think he put on the board, because he had a lot of bets. He had Aylin Perez. He had Ryan Spann by submission. He had Jose Johnson, a few bets on him. He had a bunch of bets on underdogs. Like 80% of his money was on those underdogs. All those fights are gone. And he was like, yeah, all this fight. I said, yeah, it's not your fault. Your only bad bet, in my opinion, was the not go the distance. Oh, well. Oh, I hear the stadium. I live right next to the Prosper High School football stadium. There must be a soccer game. I hear all sorts of screaming. What's up? Gordo Gonzalez, premium member. Welcome, my man. Guys, anybody tuning in? Sorry I'm not Jacob. You will not see jumping. There's no going to be screaming. No nonsense. We just here watching the fight. You're not going to see me dance. You're not going to see me do nothing stupid. I'm going to be here. I'm going to watch the fights. Have the drink. Enjoy the night. Let's eat. Eat. No bullshit. No, I don't have a clock. Sorry, dude. This is the low. I'll say it when the round starts. This is... I can't show a picture. I've got a camera on a tripod in front of me. I've got a microphone on a boom on a little corner table, and I'm just sitting on this giant couch, sprawled out, watching fights in my living room. I did not want to do this in my office because I just wanted to hang out. And that's what we're doing. Sorry. Jacob will be back. He'll do the good stuff. Listen, I don't know. Jacob pointed out the other day. Some people are under the impression that I'm short. I could get half a shit with the internet thinks, frankly. But I just couldn't figure out, why do people think Jacob's tall and I'm short? It doesn't make sense. Because in real life, I'm 6'3", he's 5'9". I don't understand. And he was like, on the call-in show that we did on Thursday, he was like, it's your chair. Because I have a giant Streamlabs chair that the headrest goes to here. So it looks like a little kid sitting in my father's chair. That's gotta be what it is. Anyway, if we fought, I'd break him in half. Not only have I wrestled my entire life, I got my jiu-jitsu blue belt in friggin' 2003. Jacob's afraid of his own shadow and he's allergic to the sun. So it's not really a thing. It's not a thing. Yeah, My remaining bets are on premium. If you're a premium member, I think I gave one away in the video over on rounds for the main event, which was just canceled. So that's it. I only have Dontel May's money line left, which you saw in the video. No, he doesn't. He's not here right now. If Jacob had heart, he would be here right now. But he's not. And you know why? He slept funny and his neck hurts. Here, the round started 4:56, 4:55, 4:54. There you go, we're seeing. So no, there's no heart there. If there was heart, he'd be here. Streaming. Instead, he's on his couch, Uchi, with some icy hot. Meanwhile, I'm in the ice skating rink with a bunch of little kids. Ate it. My elbow is swelling through my hoodie. I'm here. The wine's getting me through. I'm getting calls from the wife that she's pulling string out of the dog's ass. What do you think about chasing plus money on both sides during live betting? I think to successfully do that, you need to be in front of a computer, have multiple windows open, and have the fastest trigger finger in the world. Because if you're trying to hang out and do it on your phone, it'll never happen. It's just not going to happen. The odds get locked so fast, they move crazy fast. So it's tricky. Plus, live odds can be deceiving. Mike Malot's clearly the better striker. I think we knew that would happen. I picked Mike Malott, but I did say I think Johan just straight up has the better raw jiu-jitsu. People are like, yeah, Mike Malott's a black belt, and like throwing temper tantrums, but there's still differences. I just feel like straight up jiu-jitsu, Johan is a little better, but anyway, Mike Malott was the pick. And we had some troll that literally commented on 11 different tweets, which is like, what kind of free time you playing with, pal? I smell somebody. I got my door open because it was hot in here. Somebody's burning some shit on their grill. All right, let's see. What's up, B. Reed? Yeah, I figured, because him and I never stood next to each other in that vlog. Well, first of all, my front door is like 10 feet. It's a massive front door, so it is a little deceiving. Like, these ceilings are like, I don't know, 15 feet. Like, it's deceiving how high things are in here. But I was like, how do people figure out that Jacob's not short. He's like, he says I'm 6 feet at weddings, because at weddings he wears shoes like this. Let's see. Scoop on what? Main event's canceled. We want picks his up units literally no matter what happens. There's your scoop, pal. I might hit, if Dontel Mays wins, I hit every single bet I hit on the board. Second time that's happened. Every bet on the board I hit. If Dontel Mays wins. If he loses, it doesn't matter. I'm still up units no matter what. I'm as confident as you can be in a sloppy heavyweight striker. If you're up money, don't go chasing a Dontel Mays bet. UFC 285 is next week. Let's see what the hell the wife has to say. Hello. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, I can put you on speaker. No. No?
I just let some people look at the house.
How did that even happen?
I saw them driving around and they were taking pamphlets from other people's houses. And while they were at the builder, I walked up and put a note on their car that said I would be willing to sell without a realtor. Like, you know, depending on when they're looking, and they came over and they were like, well, how much? And I said $540. And they said, well, the builder is giving a larger house for $540.
Then go to the builder. Yeah, bye.
And I said, okay, well, you know, I said, just know that all those upgrades, like, that's not covering everything. That $540 is going to end up being $580.
Yeah.
And she's like, so is that price negotiable at all? I said, you know, everything's negotiable, but only to a point, because if it got to a certain point,
Well, with no realtor, it's all money, but yeah. All right, let me go. I'm watching the live stream count drop. All right. Bye. Sorry, oh, Jesus Christ. That guy on Twitter. What's the, how many seconds before this goblin on Twitter messages? Here, let's, I'm looking at my phone. How many seconds before this goblin tweets? I give it under 3 minutes. he's going to tweet something about Mike Malot's jiu-jitsu. And that's the difference between life and no life. We're about to see what kind of life this dude doesn't have in like 2 minutes. Was it you? Oh no, you're the loser. Actually, you're like 2 comments away from getting hidden on this channel. FYI. You're the loser who comments on 40 videos a week talking about something you said and were right one time 3 months ago. Sad, sad world. Sad, sad world. Yeah. That's it. Months ago, the whole world picked Umar Nurmagomedov to win, including me and everybody else. Literally bet on him to win. Bet everything. All was good. He said something about he's going to be the better striker, and he's about to get hidden from the channel because the amount of repetitive bullshit comments. I'm not Jacob. I don't play nice. This is North Korea. I run a dictatorship. I don't know why people think they have freedom of speech in the comments. They don't. Period. I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible. Yeah, look what happened to Sean V. Honestly, Sean V, I do hide people from the channel. Not for ball busting, not for disagreeing pick. Never. No, that's fucking stupid. I hide people from the channel when it's just like straight up raw haters and non-stop negativity. I don't want that, man. The amount of time I'm putting... I have a wife and children. And we have 2 houses. They're at the other house now so that I can do this. So I'm taken away from my family to do this stuff. Sunday mornings, it's like, hey, kids, fuck off. I have to film. Tuesday nights, hey, kids, fuck off. I have to film. Fridays during the day, hey, kids, well, they're at school. Fuck off. I have to film. So it takes away from my family to do this. And it's a business, and it's growing, and I have a real job, but like this is growing very well. It's doing very well for all of us. There's 5 of us that work at We Want Picks. And to have somebody like Sean V or some absolute trash person whose entire life is just trying to be right in a comment section and then insanely negative 24/7, I don't need that energy. I'll kick you. Or you'll be hidden. And you know what happens when you get hidden on a YouTube channel? You see all the videos, you see everything, and you can make all the comments you want, but they go literally nowhere. So you don't even know you're hidden. You're just yelling into a void. And that's my favorite thing to do. I love it. Of course I am. Which is why I'm getting spicy. Got about this much left. I drink, people make fun of me for drinking wine. It's not unusual to me. I've coached wrestling. I wrestled my whole life. I coached wrestling in Connecticut for like 15 years. Then we moved to Texas. I coached here for a little bit, and I just didn't care about these kids, frankly. But we would go out. We do a tournament all day long, or drive all the way to Jersey, go to Pennsylvania for the good tournaments, get dinner the night before, have some drinks. Everybody, all the dads would make fun of me for drinking wine. But the reality is they're drinking beers. There is more alcohol in wine than beer. It's just literally that simple. You can call me whatever names you want. I'm the one consuming alcohol at a higher volume than you. But I didn't want to deal with it one night. There was one night when I was moving to Connecticut. They did a big send-off for me. We went to like the local sports bar in Newtown, Connecticut. Whatever. We had a good relationship. They were sponsors. Cover 2. If you go there, they have phenomenal food. Anyway, we would go there. We went there for my big like send-off. And I was drinking, but I was drinking wine. So I like whispered to the waitress, I'm like, do me a favor. I'll take some Chardonnay in a glass, just filled to the brim in the glass. So it looked like a beer, because it's the same color as beer. It's filled in a beer glass, not a wine glass. And I'm just drinking it, nobody knows. And then one of the dads just looked at it. Is that wine? And I just started dying laughing. And then they just absolutely let me have it. So I drink wine. Yeah, see, this is what do you drink, beer? First of all, last stream I was just downing straight tequila and then vodka club before. I drink all the alcohols, but for the most part, I'll drink wine. It's easy. Here's why I drink wine. If I drink a ton of beer, which I enjoy beer, hot in the summer, beer's great. If I drink a ton of beer, you get bloaty. The next day, it's like, so not a huge beer, right? I can drink vodka all day. The problem is sometimes it will give me nasty heartburn. I can do tequila on the rocks. That's probably the cleanest. That has like the least side effects for me. But I don't always have tequila. I love whiskey. I will drink whiskey on the rocks all day, and I will do everything I drink needs to be cold. So I will do rocks. Even if you give me Johnny Blue, it's on the rocks. Like my brother collects whiskey, and he gave me what's that? Oh my god, I can't think of it. There's that stupid expensive whiskey that is like small batch. It's almost impossible. I'll think of it later. Anyway, he let me have some. I immediately threw ice cubes in it. He's like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "I need cold drinks, man." So anyway, I love whiskey, but if I drink too much, my heart will race. I'll get hot. My heart will race. I don't sleep well. Wine, I could drink by the gallon. And 100% worst case scenario is I have a headache, and 2 Tylenol takes care of that. So that's why I drink wine. Thanks for the comment. Busch Light. Jesus Christ. Yes, for now, PayPal is the only way. We are actually, next couple of weeks probably, upgrading so that we have to like make some changes in the software. Yeah, this dude commented in less than 5 minutes that Malat was the better jiu-jitsu guy. That's the life. That less than no life. Anyway, we'll be able to accept credit cards directly in probably a couple of minutes. We have to make some software changes. So premium is not, anybody who's not a premium member now, it's not some dork Patreon. We have a web guy on staff. Like it is a beautiful, custom, well-built website with full integrations, interactive charts, and all of that. It's not just a list with random words. There's a lot of software that makes it all work, including the software that manages the memberships, software that collects the payments. And we pay taxes, and we have to adhere to government regulations around accepting payments and all that stuff. So with all that being said, right now it is PayPal. We will be upgrading to a different version of the underlying membership software, and that will allow us to accept credit cards directly. I live in Texas now, but I used to basically live at Mohegan Sun. I managed professional fighters. Some of you are new here that didn't know that. I managed professional fighters for 15 years. Most of my roster were Bellator fighters. Bellator went to Mohegan Sun. It was a staple. They were there constantly. So I was at Mohegan Sun for every single Bellator event. It was awesome. It was the best. One time I had 7 fighters on the Bellator card. 7 fighters, and none of them were fighting each other. 7 different fighters on that card. They let me take the canvas, the bloody, disgusting, sweat-soaked canvas. I took that home with me, and it was actually stupid funny because they just gave it to me on like a bellhop cart, like not even rolled up nice, just this bloody mess. And one of my fighters' moms saw me in the Mohegan Sun lobby wheeling it through just the lobby, and she helped me out. It was actually pretty funny, but I got that. My intention was to turn it into a pool table. And then we moved, and I got rid of it just because I don't think you realize how humongous those things are, and I couldn't find somebody that would turn it into a pool table at a reasonable price. And no, you're not yet, but just behave yourself and you'll be good. I don't know what this means. Do you live in Connecticut? And Parker Porter's a personal friend, and I know people love dogging him, but I don't know why. Dude has 3 very good wins in the UFC. He set the significant strike record in the UFC and then broke his own record. Congrats, man. I have 2 daughters. I don't have a son. I've got 2 daughters, and I love it. And part of the reason I love it is there's no pressure. I can just be like a cuddly, I love you girl's dad. I've wrestled my whole life. I've coached wrestling for a very long time. The very first question anybody would ever ask me if I had a son, is he going to wrestle? Is he going to wrestle? Is he going to wrestle? And then if he does wrestle, is he any good? So I'm actually enjoying the fact that that's a non-factor. And Texas actually has very good female wrestlers. But congratulations. I don't have a son, but if I did, I still think my daughter would be the favorite. Because they're just so cute and innocent. And like, it's just so funny watching girls play versus boys. Because boys are immediately just like pushing each other and kicking each other and throwing shit. And the girls are like, I'm playing teacher. We're playing teacher. So congrats. I only bet on UFC. I don't bet on anything else. Pappy Van Winkle, thank you very much. That was exactly the whiskey. So he collects whiskey. If you try to buy a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle, it's almost impossible. You're going to pay a fortune, and it's going to be secondhand market. My brother, I think Total Wine, maybe, or one of those giant liquor store chains sells, or they have like a club, you know what I mean? Like you have rewards, and he spends enough money that he gets access to, I think, what they call their vault. And their vault, I think once a month, something like that, they will sell you very high-end shit at actual retail price. So Pappy Van Winkle retails like, I don't know, I'm saying a number, it's going to be wrong, like $150, $200. If you're buying it resale, it's like $500, $600, $700. So he got it in the vault at retail price, and he was very happy about that. Bourbon? Yeah, I like, if I drink it, just straight whiskey. I like Irish whiskey, Tennessee whiskey, but I will go whiskey. Of course I've had Fireball. I'm still an American. I still grew up, went to college, did all the things, so of course I've had Fireball. Of course. When's my birthday? June 4th. I like Proper 12. And you know what I do with Proper 12? I cold smoke it. I don't know if you guys know what cold smoking is, but basically, think about you smoke meat, right? If you smoke a brisket, you smoke whatever, it's at 200-something degrees. Cold smoking is you light, typically, I do it with pellets. So I will take Proper 12. I'll pour it in a big foil container, the whole bottle of Proper 12. I'll put it in an enclosed thing, usually a grill. That's off. Then I will take a tube. I will fill it with pellets. You light them on fire, you let them catch, and then you blow it out. But it'll continue to burn without a flame. It won't create any heat, but it'll create smoke. So that smoke gets pushed into this enclosed area, the liquid absorbs it, and then you have smoked whiskey. I smoked Proper 12, and it was amazing. It was amazing. I actually like Proper 12. People hate it. I hate Jameson. I think Jameson's disgusting, but I like Proper 12. So you don't even need a PayPal account to pay with PayPal. You can check out as a guest. So PayPal's, I know everybody thinks they have to have a PayPal account, but you don't. You can just do checkout as guest, put your credit card. All PayPal is, it's the vehicle that's processing your credit card. Somebody needs to take the credit card numbers, send them out, validate them, make sure there's money, and then bring it back. PayPal, in this case, is doing it. If you have an account, great. If you don't, that's fine too. No, Valentina Shevchenko's next to John Jones, the greatest champion of all time. More dominant than John Jones. More dominant. The only reason I'm saying next to John Jones and not that she's number one is because John Jones literally has more title defenses. It's 14 title defenses, which is wild. He has more title defenses, and he's beaten Hall of Famers. Valentina hasn't beaten anybody that I think would end up in the Hall of Fame just yet. Let's see. No live betting. That's not my jam. Jacob might be in the Discord if you check. Jacob's alive. He just, his neck hurts a little bit. His neck hurts. He slept weird. He didn't fluff his pillow the right way. So it just, he can't stream. He texted me at 7:30 this morning. Let me read it to you. This is the, I think it's I'm running a fucking circus. It's crazy. I'm out here grinding every minute of every day. Help. I got the kids. It's fucking. And then my neck. This is the text I get at 7:30 in the morning. This is the text. My stream just went out. 7:27 a.m. from Jacob. Probably no stream today. I slept on my neck wrong last night. So every time I move, I have shooting pains down my neck and shoulder blade. I slept basically zero last night. Here's my response. What an absolute pussy. Okay. That's that. I'm not live betting. Jacobin is... Probably is. I put the safety parlays up. It depends on the week when the odds drop. The UFC 285 safety parlay is up right now. If you go to the betting page in premium membership, you'll see there's everything's tabbed base, so it's not a wild list. You'll see Angelo's bets. In there is this week's safety parlay. It's already done. It already hit. You'll see a tab. Jacob's bets. You'll see all of his bets in his tab. Right under that, you'll see the line movement chart. The line movement chart is exactly that. Right under that, you'll see future bets. Mine and Jacob's. I already have UFC 285's future bets. Future bets. I already have UFC 285 safety parlay up now. So there's not a typical day that I'll do it. I mean, if I'm a week ahead always. I have to be. If I'm putting out my videos Sunday morning, I have to be a full week ahead, ready to go. So I'm always a week ahead. And depending when the odds drop, I put the safety parlay out earlier. And I only put the safety parlay out when you can actually parlay them. So right now, UFC 285, you can parlay with BetOnline. Jesus Christ. Who would bet 2 full units on a heavyweight? Oh my God, dude. Why would you do that? 2 units on Dontel Mays. If he wins, I'll become a premium member. Listen, I hope you become a premium member. You're doing this all wrong. You're going to place one of the riskiest bets on the card. You're going to throw 2 units on that, and if that wins, then you will pay for expert betting advice. Tell me what's wrong with that logic. Tell me what's wrong. What you should have done is become a premium member, taking those 2 units, put on the safety parlay, and guess how many units you'd have back? It was basically even money, so you'd start with 2, you'd end up with 4. Big boy. You're doing it backwards. Don't place reckless bets and then hold membership over my head. I know you're being playful, but you're doing it all wrong. You're doing it all wrong. That's not how you're supposed to do this. Spend the money, do the safety parlay, and then be glad you spent the money. Going on your own and you risked more units than I did on Dontel Mays. Why would you do that? You do you, my pal. I hope I have money on it. I hope it hits. But that logic is very, very flawed. Very flawed. Also, we're soaring past 1,600 premium members. So, hop on this train, pal. So, DraftKings is 2 things. DraftKings is a sports book. Straight up online sports casino. They're also a daily fantasy app. I don't use them as a sports book. I live in Texas. DraftKings is not here as a sports book. For fantasy, I mean, you can win as much as you want. There's all sorts of different tournaments and competitions you can enter, and depending on you win, people have won hundreds of thousands of dollars. So you can win plenty of money doing the fantasy side. Betting-wise, I have no idea if they cap bets or anything of that nature. According to the tweets they put on the screen, they don't. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know there was a theft scandal. What's the name of that documentary? I'll send it to my brother. I have 2 sons and a daughter. One son in Mizzou, one in the military, and a space cadet little girl. She's 12. My favorite. Little girl, steal your heart. Yeah. I agree. I'm sure when they turn, everybody says when they turn 12, I've coached wrestling for a very long time, and all the parents who had a boy and a girl, I'd say, which one's your favorite? Every single dad gave me the same answer. My daughter until she turned 12. My daughter until she turned 12. So I imagine they're going to be nasty little motherfuckers. I imagine. Suarez inside the distance? Maybe. The problem is she hasn't fought in 4 years. Who knows, man? Who knows? The Suarez from 4 years ago? Yes. Inside the distance? Yes. It's 4 years. It's 4 years. I don't know. I don't know. Listen, I'm never going to... I mean, that's not true. I make fun of everybody for everything. I'm brutal. My friends are brutal. I don't think I've ever had a friend say a nice thing to me in my entire life. Ever. I mean, we're mean. We're mean. It's crazy. I don't know if it's a Northeast thing or if it's just my group of friends, but everybody is an absolute asshole. Just mean as shit. So I was about to say I don't make fun of people for what they drink, but that's just not true. I'll bury you. Absolutely bury you. So, sorry about you. I'm the guy that mentioned Rainmakers. I did not look into it yet. I don't think you know how little free time I have. Let me walk you through my week. First of all, I have a full-time job, and I travel for my job. So, right there takes up a good chunk of my time. And I look after some monster accounts. I have to travel, build relationships. These are accounts spending a couple $100,000 a month. So, that takes up time. It's a full-time job that pays the bills. Then, I'm a father with 2 daughters. Then, my wife is a nurse who doesn't work normal hours, which means lots of times I'm the one picking the girls up at the school or dropping them off at school, stuff like that. The only free time I have is any time before 7 a.m., usually 5 to 7 a.m., before the kids are awake, and then 7 p.m. till whenever I go to bed, when the kids are in bed. Sometimes during the day I can sneak some, if I have a minute or two, I have some time, but I have no time. So then Tuesday nights we're going live, right? Tuesday nights gone. Those are gone. We're going live. Wednesday, I wake up. If my wife's home, she'll get the girls to school. If not, I'll get them to school. And then I somehow have to edit the Tuesday video, chop it up into the individual fight videos, upload them to the other YouTube channel, upload them to Twitter, then edit the hell out of them to make them vertical, and then throw them on TikTok. Thursdays is when I start the next card. Thursdays I do the graphics. All the graphics I do, except some of Jacob's thumbnails. I do all the individual fight thumbnails, all the on-screen graphics. I do all the graphics on Thursdays. Fridays I have to film betting DraftKings underdog prize picks. Saturday is when I finalize. I've already been working on my notes sporadically. I finalize all of my notes on Saturdays for the next card. Now I'm streaming on Saturdays apparently because Jacob's neck. Sunday mornings I wake up, I film a recap show, I film the quick picks. Then I have a little bit of Sunday. The rest of Sunday's family, I hang out. Monday, back at it. Getting all the graphics ready, finalizing things, getting stuff ready for Tuesday, and then that cycle continues. So free time is not a luxury that I have. I have not checked out Rainmakers yet, is what that rant was all about. Yeah, I love Henry Cejudo. I would love nothing more than for Henry Cejudo to win, but he's small. He hasn't fought in 4 years. I'm going to let the John Jones fight dictate this fight right now, Tatiana Suarez. The John Jones fight. If John Jones and Tatiana come out there, beat the shit out of people, look great, didn't skip a beat, shit, man, maybe Henry Cejudo will be the pick. For now, it's Aljamain Sterling. No prop bets for these. You are welcome for the safety parlay. Degenerate UFC fan with the $1.99 super chat. Do you know if DK refunds our lineups? They sure do not. Thanks for the super chat. They just tell you to suck it up and they say sorry. Oh, Tatiana. Oh, didn't get the takedowns immediately. Dude, I hope Montana wins. I've got no money on Tatiana. She wasn't affordable. The fact that, she hasn't fought in 4 years. Let's go, Montana. Plus, Montana's from Fort Worth. Montana's, you can tell she's working very hard right now. Do not go for this guillotine. Defend the takedown. The guillotine's going to go nowhere. You're going to end up getting taken down. If this was a Jacob stream, he'd be jumping on his chair, acting a fool that a boob might pop out. But, Jacob's trying to be Twitter famous, and I'm trying to build a business. That's the difference. Oh, Montana. Nope. That switch is not there because the leg is on the inside. And Montana's down. Tatiana got the takedown. Bingo, bongo, bazungo. You think Jacob's Italian? That red-headed, ginger, freckled turd is Italian? I think I'm going John Jones huge. Lost 30K on Usman. 15K on Glover versus Jiri. Gonna try to win. Man, I think I'm on the Cyril Gane side. I'm not gonna lie with you. I hope John wins. If John wins, that's so much better for everybody. That's so much better. Because if Cyril Gane wins, we know he lost to Francis Ngannou. We watched it. And now Francis is gone. So we can't even say that the UFC heavyweight champ is the best heavyweight in the world. We know for a fact he isn't. If John Jones wins, we might be able to say that. It's an interesting argument. Maybe Ngannou comes back in a year, 6 months, whatever. So definitely hoping John Jones wins, but 3 years out. His last fight, he looked like absolute dog shit. He's going up in weight. We just don't know what we're going to get. My man, Benny Macias. The best thing I've ever done was become a premium member. Don't be dumb. Pay the $10 a month. Trust me, guys. Benny, I appreciate you. And I agree. It's freaking $10. What are we talking about? It's $10. And that price point is very purposeful. Two things. One, I'm all about volume. We already have almost, actually, I think we're past the 1,600 mark. And I only count active. When I say a number, that is active members. Like some people sign up and cancel immediately, right? They don't want it to auto-renew, so they'll sign up and cancel within 2 minutes. So those people don't count. I'm not including them in my number. So and I don't include people buy a year in advance. We offer a full year at $100. I don't include them. A lot of people do that. I don't include them either. I'm including just regular monthly premium members. And it's wildly successful. And a lot of it has to do with that $10 price point and the value we add. So thank you for this. I agree. It's freaking $10. You realize there's people out there charging $65 per card? There's people with 1/5 the size of the audience I have, 1/5 the size of the success, charging $30 a month, $25 a month. They don't even have a DraftKings optimizer. The DraftKings optimizer, the line movement tracker, these are tools. These aren't even picks. These aren't bets. There's no, you could think I'm the fattest, dumbest Muppet that has ever lived. Bagel man, 5'6", bagel boss, asshole turd. That optimizer still works pretty well, and that line movement tracker is choice. So at $10, just for that, it's worth it. There's people charging $30, $25, $15, no optimizer. There's people charging $10 just for the optimizer and nothing else. We're destroying these people. We're destroying them to the point where some of them who have been here longer, have been here a lot longer, have lowered their price. Nothing says I don't trust my product more than when you lower the price. Nothing. It's not on sale for Valentine's Day. No, they straight up lowered the price because they don't have the growth we have. They're hearing the numbers that I say, and they're panicking. Thank you for the shout out. I'm so very glad that you're getting your money's worth. Anybody who tails a premium parlay, definitely get your money's worth. I appreciate you very much for this comment. If you guys are hesitant to spend the $10, I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money, but if you're into this sport and you bet on this sport, you're into fantasy, you do DraftKings, you're into FanDuel, you like PrizePicks, you're into all this stuff. First of all, even if you just like the content, $10 a month, even if you just like what we do and you appreciate it, it's nothing. So thank you very much, guys. Spend that $10. I've got kids. Kids. A 6-year-old and a 4-year-old. We're starting to ask for things, guys. Nice things. Nice things. Oh, mommy. Can I have a purse like that, lady? So please, spend that $10. Yeah, Sakai doesn't physically look great. He is a talented Muay Thai striker, but he feels old and used up. He feels like, at this point, he's just done. There you go. It's not going to be won't be a concern of mine anytime soon, but if We Want Picks does what I think it will be, what it will do, then it will. Where's your friends tonight? I have friends over for pay-per-views, not fight nights. So next week for 285, I'll have some friends minus Jacob. He'll be in Vegas. I'll have some friends here. I'll do the cook. We'll have a new vlog. Let me know what you guys think I should cook. You guys are phenomenal right now. We've had a steady 100-something live viewers, and I know I'm not Jacob. Jacob would have 350 right now. Here, you're going to look at the back of my couch while I pour an unhealthy amount of wine into a giant Yeti. I'm back, baby. All right. Get my laptop. I don't mind these casual streams. So here's my living situation. We've got two places. We've got a rental. We've got another place. Let me move closer to the mic. What I'm trying to do is potentially later this year get rid of both and just grab a giant house with a studio and all those things. If some of you are OGs, you remember Jacob and I streamed from like a movie room that had... It was a movie room. It was a movie theater, basically. Home theater. We sold that house. We moved, and we didn't like where we moved to because there weren't enough children. We left a phenomenal area with a lot of kids, moved to a new area with not as many kids, and we regretted it. So in less than a year, we sold that, moved back to the town that we came from. In sort of we bought a place, rented a place, sort of like feels very temporary. So I'm looking to get back. Ooh, Tatiana Suarez with the guillotine. It's tight as shit. Yeah, she's going to get it. Montana's thinking about it. She's worried. She's got nowhere to go. Oh! Oh, man. She's almost out. This is crazy. If Tatiana Suarez... No, Tatiana Suarez might get this. If she doesn't, Montana's going to pass out. She's about to pass out. Yep, she's out. Oh, no, she tapped. That was... Tatiana Suarez did not look as dominant as people expected her to. Yes, she finished, but she was losing a scramble, grabbed the guillotine. That's how she ended up in that situation. Good for Tatiana Suarez. I wanted Tatiana Suarez to win. I wanted her to come out here. She has beaten multiple champions and contenders, including next week's contender, Alexa Grasso. So good for Tatiana Suarez. And Montana De La Rosa has nothing to hang her head about. Nothing. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck I was talking about other than... Hopefully we'll... When my wife called before, she was saying that a couple was walking by. She's at the place that we own with the girls. The couple was walking by and she saw them grabbing pamphlets from an open house and just started talking to them. She's like, hey, I'd be willing to sell. So, who knows? We'll see. It's also annoying because I moved to this town, Prosper, Texas. We moved here in 2019. Got a great deal, a big ass, beautiful house, all the things, great neighborhood, 15 children in every house on the entire block, kids riding scooters, riding bikes. It's all the things that everybody imagines what they want to raise their family. And I have a family. I know a lot of you are a lot younger. But it's what you imagine raising your family in. And then my wife, she's an RN through COVID. She got a couple of promotions. Things changed. She left the hospital she worked at in Plano to go to one that was an hour away. So she's driving an hour to work in the morning, an hour and a half home at night. And that commute, I don't get to see the girls. This is her talking. I don't get to see the girls. I don't see them as much as I want to. I can't be the mom I want to be. We need to move. And it was bad. It was bad because I didn't want to move. And it got like dicey. Because it was like, it got to the point where it's like, I'm either going to put my foot down and potentially lose my marriage or just give in and give up what I know is a phenomenal living situation. So it got dicey. I ultimately was like, let's move. We'll move. Women do what the fuck. Typical women. We get out there. Not this. No kids. Our kids' lives took a freaking nosedive. My life took a nosedive. I would have 5, 6, 7 people over for fights. Now I have 2 if I'm lucky, because I live an hour away from everybody. So it all changed, and then she was like, okay, we should move back. So we moved back. But hopefully I get everything square, and then we're in a place where we ideally, right now I'm sitting on my couch in the living room. Ideally, we looked at a house last week. We went to a builder, and it had a media room. And in the media room was, it was a perfect layout. And I was like, I could put a camera there. I could put a camera there. I could work mics hanging from the ceiling. This could be the ultimate stream room. Ultimate stream room. And we can cut between cameras and everybody, and that's the plan. That's where we'll end up. We have a $1.99 super chat. I'm 200 comments behind, by the way. $1.99 super chat from Luis Rodriguez. $2 to never call Leave It a BJJ nerd ever again. You think you can buy me off for $2? You're out of your mind. He is a BJJ nerd, but I do appreciate the suit. First of all, it's $1.99, not $2. Okay? It wasn't $2. It was $1.99. Second of all, thank you very much. It's genuinely appreciated. I know separating yourself from your money is not nothing. It doesn't go beyond me, so I appreciate that very much, but I'm still going to call that dude a fucking nerd. I live in New York, and my friends butcher each other all day. Oh, you're going back to when I was saying we're mean as shit to each other. We are mean, dude. We're mean. Mean. No sympathy, no remorse. You can't call your friend to put your... Nothing. One of my friends, him and his wife are a little rocky. They're going through some shit. I don't live... We're scattered all around the country at this point. We grew up in Connecticut. Some are in Jersey. A couple stayed in Connecticut. We got California, Atlanta. I'm in Texas. We're all over the country. We all got together because one of my friends died. This was 7-8 months ago. It was a week that I didn't do a quick picks, I think. We didn't do a Tuesday live stream. It was in the fall, September, I think. I flew back to Connecticut. We did a whole celebration of life, all that crap. One of my friends, him and his wife are on the rocks. Every single one of us were like, how's the failed marriage going? Nobody was like, how you doing? You all right, man? You okay? Nobody gave a shit. Just such. And then I get to see comments in the YouTube section. You and Jacob are so mean to each other. It's like, dude, this is what... Jesus Christ. I'm nicer to Jacob than anybody else in my life. Seriously. I am literally nicer to Jacob than anybody else in my life. I do need assistance. There are 5 of us that we want picks. It's me doing what I do. Jacob doing what he does. We have one Josh who runs the website. Another Josh who does the numbers. The line movement tracker, that comes from the other Josh. This wild new unveiling we're about to do, that's going to come from the other Josh. You're going to see that for $285. Brand new, net new feature, not touching the $10. The fantasy cheat sheets come from the other Josh. The ownership, the leverage, that comes from there. So I have a stats Josh, and then I have a Josh that runs the website. And then we have Andy, who just came on board recently to help with editing and putting some stuff together. He edited the vlog. He's editing the weekend review videos, and he'll get some campaigns going to sort of grow our reach. So there's 5 of us contributing to this. An assistant would be nice, but I do have to watch the bills because, frankly, I charge $10 for premium, and I know you guys do the math. Let me pin that comment again. I charge $10 for premium, and I see you guys doing the math, right? I see the, whoa, wait a minute, you have 1,500 subscribers, that's $15,000 a month. On the surface, it's $15,000 a month. I pay $1 per member per month in PayPal fees, so we're down to $9. The other employees get paid. I'm not going to disclose anybody's income. The other employees get paid. I pay taxes. This is a genuine business. We are an LLC. We all pay taxes. Josh and Jacob got 1099s for 2022. So that cuts into it. Then I have to pay for software. There's expenses here. And my point with this is I am very careful about what money is spent because in order for me to keep it at $10, I need to remain profitable. And in order to remain profitable, I need to watch the expenses. So we pay for a lot of stuff. We pay. Everybody makes money. Everybody gets money. Andy got paid. Josh gets paid. The other Josh gets paid. He's about to get paid a lot more with this new feature, and I'm happy. Jacob gets paid. I want to pay. I want all 5 of us to be able to retire doing this. One of them, I'm not going to say which one, wants to move to Thailand, live off this money, and just absolutely work his dick raw. Not me, but one of us on staff. I'm not going to say which one. All right, I'm going to try to catch up. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom. I'm 200 comments behind. Let me grab some super chats. $20 from Make the Bookies Pay. Premium is definitely worth it. High value service. Thank you very much. Make the Bookies Pay. I genuinely appreciate you. Genuinely appreciate you. Jesus Christ, they just showed Dontel Mays. He's looking a little soft. That's not good. Oh, fuck me. Anyway, I genuinely appreciate that. And I do, like, my actual goal is to make it the biggest no-brainer in this space. A straight-up no-brainer. Like, I would love to hear, all day long, you don't have $10, don't spend the $10. All day long. But if you are paying for somebody else's premium service, or you're willing to pay for a premium service, I would love to hear the logic for, I'm going to pay for theirs and not yours. Why? And if there's something I can improve on, let me know. If there's something I can add, let me know. There's one thing we don't have right now. One thing. I'm not going to tell you what it is because we're going to have it for UFC 285. And then there's no reason. We got something for the nerds. We got something for the gamblers. We got something for the fantasy people. We've got something for everybody. We have stuff for high rollers. We have stuff for just, I like to stream. We have stuff that are for people who are new to the gambling space. We've got something for everybody. And this last thing we're going to enter, I mentioned some people are already lowering their price point in this space because they were getting greedy because there was no Angelo here. There was no Jacob. There was no Josh behind the scenes. There was no other Josh building out the premium. So they were getting greedy. They were charging $10, $15 just for an optimizer, then upcharging you for UFC bets, then upcharging you. Here's my other, in case you want my NASCAR plays. Bro, nobody wants NASCAR plays. Nobody. They were tiering it out. I am very anti-tier. I've said this. I have friends in this space, friends that have been on the show that are going to a tiered model. First of all, there's enough money for all of us to make. So while I want everybody to suffocate and die in this space, that isn't me, because that's what I am, a killer. Be done. I will bury you. I will do what you do. I will do it better. I will sell it better. I will pitch it better. I will communicate it better, and you will not need to exist anymore. That's my mindset, but I'm a normal human being, and I fully recognize this is YouTube. This isn't cable. You can't only watch. This isn't 1990. You're not only watching one thing at a time. You're watching multiple things. You can subscribe to multiple things. I fully recognize that. With that being said, we just got a new premium member. Let me shout you out. Let me see the name. Actually, we got 10 new premium members since this stream started, but I just noticed it didn't log me up. Whatever. I just noticed that alert. Anyway, he said, I'm doing my own premium. I'm going to go to a tiered model. I was like, don't do it. Don't do it. Why? But if I could get I forget the numbers. I'm making up numbers. I'm not trying to be insult. If I can get $30, why? Because convincing somebody to spend $30 is 10 times, so not 3 times harder, 10 times harder than convincing somebody to spend $10. It just is. Convincing somebody to spend $10 and having the value there, I don't need to do any convincing. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to ask you to sign up. I'm going to tell you what's there when you sign up, but I don't need to. I mean, the list of features alone should sell it. If you're going to tier your shit, it's a lot of convincing. And if you have one bad week, and you spent $30 instead of $10, that's a bad week. And those cancellations are going to flood in. So, it's tricky. It's a tricky space. That's why I'm at the $10 price point. A, I'm all volume. B, I want to make it the biggest no-brainer that has ever existed. Thank you very much. Make the bookies pay for the $20 super chat. It is genuinely appreciated. That's 2 months of premium membership. What's Angelo drinking? I drink white wine. Make fun of me. I did a whole rant. You could rewind to hear the rant. It is Botobox Nighthawk. I like white wine because I can drink it with ice. Red wine gives me heartburn. No ice. Box Nighthawk, I'll have to go check. It's like 18% alcohol by volume. 17, something like that. So anybody pounding Bud Lights with a giant belt buckle and a dually that's lifted wants to be a man. I'm drinking higher volume alcohol than you are. You're not going to outman me. Second of all, I get it. It's effeminate. Pinky's out. I'm drinking the wine. Goes down smooth, man. Goes down smooth. Yeah, I got my tax situation all sorted out, Big Capper. Don't you worry about me. Have an accountant. He works it all out. I know what's a write-off, what isn't a write-off, but that's why this is a business. This isn't just some funny little YouTube show. It's a business. Everybody has 1099s. Everybody pays taxes, including my hurt neck, Jakey boy. When do I find the time to take these cards? Seem like I'm always busy. I am always busy. I film, obviously Tuesday nights are live, so those are live after the kids go to bed. My life is going to get very difficult. My kids are 6 and 4. When they're playing sports and practices at 7 o'clock, it's going to get a lot trickier. Especially, my wife's an RN. She doesn't have normal work hours. And actually, she runs the freaking ER. It's not even just a normal 12-hour shift RN. She runs the ER. So she's constantly having to come in because, Joe Blow called out sick. And we have got 10 patients in holding and all this other bullshit. She's constantly having to go in when she shouldn't because of that. So my life's going to get much more difficult as my children get older. And that may have to, we may have to adjust the live stream recording times for those reasons. But the pre-recorded stuff are on Sunday mornings. And you'll see the Quick Picks has a lot of jump cut edits. Because the kids will just walk in the office and like, Daddy, and I have to edit that out and whatever. That's why those aren't live. And then the Friday morning stuff, like the bets, the DraftKings, I record that Friday mornings. I set time aside. Kids go to school. I'm recording those at like very, very early in the morning. So you make it work. I did see it. Thank you very much. I literally was 200 comments behind because I'm drinking, I'm ranting. I missed a whole bunch of comments in the middle. I missed 200 comments because I was like, I'm so far behind. I just skipped them. Recomment your shit, guys. But I did see your super chat. I posted it. Thank you very much. Moving is the worst. You don't realize how much useless shit you have until you have to move it. Actually, this camera right here, this is a Logitech conference room camera. Jacob just tweeted LOL. Oh, that's not Jacob. Somebody else was laughing at Jacob. In a good way. This is a Logitech conference room camera. I bought this for my old house when I had a media room, and I had it mounted above the TV, looking down in the media room, and my whole thing, we were going to do fights with friends for pay-per-views. Pay-per-views, I have friends over, like 5, 6, 7 people, depending on the event, depending on people's schedules. We got people over. I'm cooking, we're drinking, we're hanging out, people yelling, screaming, cursing. So to do an organized live stream, which is not what I'm doing now, that's what, let's say, what Jacob does, is hard. I would have to ignore my friends who came over. So I was like, I'm going to get some conference room cameras. We're going to load them up in this room, and we're just going to record. And people will watch the fights with us. I'm not necessarily going to interact with them, right? We're just going to be recorded, hanging out. You're going to watch the conversations. I'm not going to be doing what I'm doing now, pinning comments and all that. So I bought this camera, then we moved, so I'm like, I don't need this fucking... And I haven't used this camera in 9 months until today. I've got it mounted in front of me. Here, I'm going to take a picture, and I'll post it in the Discord so you can see what my live stream setup is right now. My fucking gross foot is in the way. And now it's not. Alright, I'm going to post... I'll post that in the Discord so you can see what the live stream setup is. But moving does blow, and that little tangent was because this camera was like $300-something bucks, and I didn't use it for 8 months. I was like, let me just sell it. And I was like, yeah, I'll just keep it. No, I kept it. Posted in the Discord. Hater fucking Jacob could say something. Hurt neck pussy. Current live stream setup. There it is. It's in the Discord. All I need is May Sakai over 1.5. I've got Sakai and I've got May Sakai over 1.5 as well. I'm up units literally no matter what. Both those bets can miss. I still have a net profit. We want picks. No matter what happens is up money. We're done. We're up money. We made money. If you're a premium member, you made money. We're good. We're living high. That's why I'm drinking. I'm not as angry. Last week, I was stressing, man. When I have to rely on Jacob for the bets to hit, Daddy gets stressed. Not this week. Don't put money on anybody right now. UFC 285 is in 7 days. It is a much better betting card. Can't even. Don't do shit. Watch these fights hang out. I'm hearing Discord. Let's see. All the comments are porn related. You guys are fucking creeps. Jacob had basically 2 lock of the weeks. He had Jose Johnson, fight canceled. Aiden Perez, fight canceled. So, that's it. He tried. Yeah, it's tame because I'm a fucking person. Jacob's a creature. He's not a person. Jacob's, first of all, I'm busting that guy's balls. A lot of our growth has to do with him and the entertainment value he brings here. Obviously, if this channel was only me, it would grow, but not the way it's growing now. If it was only Jacob, it would grow, but not the way it's growing now. So we're a healthy balance of a normal human being who can function in society, and then the king of the basement boys having sex with his chair, eating bananas in one bite. We're very different people. We appeal to very different audiences. But I think the numbers speak for themselves. I have 100 and some odd people watching now. He gets 300 something people. So he's a better live streamer than me. But if you just want to hang out with a normal person and have a drink, I'm your guy. I'm your guy. I missed some other comments. 30-minute commute each way for what? When I said my wife works an hour away, is that what you're going back to? She works an hour from here. So an hour to work, an hour and a half back because of traffic. Should have been not a time. What am I missing? Yeah, that is what it is, man. I grew up in a... these heavyweights are going at it. We're at 432, 31, 30. I need over 1.5 rounds. This doesn't feel like that's what's going to happen. And Sakai coming out pushing the pace, which is not his deal. This isn't going to go over 1.5, and Sakai's going to win. I'm going to miss both those bets, but I'll still be up units no matter what. All right, Dantel reversed it. He's holding against the cage. Yeah, I mean, this isn't going over 1.5. All of a sudden, Sakai's coming out, guns blazing, tons of energy. Dantel May's already looking tired, hands dropping a little bit. This fight doesn't go 1.5. I'll probably miss that bet. What a fucking idiot. Thank God. Thank God for Narulo Aliv. Yes! A takedown. Nope. He got stuffed. This is... Oh, he worked back to his feet. Good for him. Because a heavyweight that wrestled my whole life, a heavyweight that wrestles and takes shots and gets stuck down, face down the whole time. Anyway, sorry about my friend passing away. Been through it. I grew up in Newtown, Connecticut. It's known for all the wrong reasons now. I actually coached at that school. I was at that school I was at that school the night before the shootings. Coaching. We coached our youth wrestling programs. We would use that gym. We coached high school kids off season, middle school, elementary school kids, etc. We used that gym. Jesus Christ, Dantel May's getting blasted in the face. Is he blocking these? Is he blocking these knees? Jesus Christ, let me hit one of these. Yeah, he's blocking every single one of them. What is he doing? Dantel May's just bent over getting kneed. His hand is here, so the hand is blocking. Just getting fucking kneed in the head like an idiot. Anybody who bet on Dantel May's is fucking dumb as shit. Jesus Christ. Oh, no. He reversed it. Anyway, so I grew up in Newtown, Connecticut. Newtown's an amazing place to grow up. And there's money there. I grew up, I had an interesting life because my parents were divorced. My dad has money. My mom's an immigrant from Italy. So I grew up both with money and without. I had two very different lives while having one life. And I love that was my experience because I had, stability, but also, I knew what it was like to ask for a Sega Genesis game. My mom would be like, absolutely fucking not. I was 12. I'm 6'3", 250 as an adult. I was a big 12-year-old. And I was 16 years old talking about he's 12 so we could eat free at the buffet. One time, here's how immigrants live. I'll make jokes about immigrants all day because I grew up with immigrants. My mom's an immigrant. The rest of my family are immigrants. English is not 90% of my family's first language. We went out to the Chinese buffet. Sunghing buffet. Dante May is a fucking pussy, and you should not have spent your money on him, Angelo. My mom and her immigrant friend and her kids, who I call my cousins, not my cousins, but they're like cousins. They're honestly like brothers. Pulled the hair out of their head, put it in the food, called the people over. My mom, with her broken ass English, starts talking about, we from the health inspector. We see the hair in the food. The hair in the food. I'm from the health inspector. This is no good. I'm having to write you up. This is my mother. The people at the buffet. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Blah blah. I'm not going to do a Chinese accent. I'm not getting canceled. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Blah blah blah. We'll give it to you for free. Okay. So my mom, they're literally pulling hairs out of their head, putting it in the food, pretending to be health inspectors so we could eat for free because they didn't have that money. So I grew up on both sides. My dad, tons of money. My mom, immigrant, not a lot of money. We didn't grow up poor, but not a lot of money. So Newtown, Connecticut had all of the above, but for the most part, a sleepy Connecticut town with money. And if you have ever seen another premium member, my man, Pots and Pans, thank you very much, Devin Eccles. I think we're up to 13 premium members during this stream, so thank you all very much. UFC 285 bets are up now. So, grew up in this town. There's money, but nothing to do. So what do? We go out in the woods and we drink ourselves to death at 15, 16, 17, 18. Go to the woods, get a keg. I don't know how the hell we got kegs. Get a keg, end up in the middle of the woods just drinking ourselves to death. But I was in a weird place because I was friends with the cool kids because of wrestling, but wasn't fully ingrained in that world because my mom was an immigrant and I had to be home at certain times, and that bitch would fucking... My mom was an EMT as well, volunteer EMT. Let me check your breath. Did you drink? Whatever. There was no doubt. My mom said, if you ever come home and I think you're drunk, I will get your stomach pumped to the hospital. There was not a doubt in my fucking mind that she would fucking do that. That immigrant, I don't know if any of you have immigrant parents, they don't fuck around. We're in the car. It was my birthday. And all I wanted to do for my birthday at 16 was go to Canal Street in New York and buy some bootleg movies and some bootleg DVDs. And we're in the car. Me, my mom, my buddy Jared. We're going to New York to buy some bootlegs. My mom slams on her brakes for whatever reason. Jared goes, oh shit. My mom fully stopped that car, turned around, smacked him in the mouth, and goes, if you have a problem with that, tell your mother to give me a call. That was a Russian accent, not an Italian accent, but she doesn't give a fuck. Doesn't give a fuck. So I had no doubt that my mom would pump my stomach if she thought I would come home drunk. So anyway, I've got this sad-ass comment pen telling this ridiculously long story. But you grow up in that sleepy town with some money. You end up in the woods doing drugs, drinking. I never fell into the drug trap. If you guys watch, what was that documentary on Hulu about the Sackler family selling OxyContin. Oh, Jesus Christ. I forget the name of the documentary. One of you guys will tell me in the comments. It's not a documentary, actually. It's a TV show that's based on true events. That was my life growing up. We had a lot of friends that started doing Oxy, head down the wrong path, a lot of money, nothing to do. You start doing drugs when you shouldn't. head down the wrong path. And I've had a lot of friends die over the years, probably 4 or 5 good, close friends. This one was a shock and not at the same time. It was a shock because we're late 30s. I'm not 40 yet, but we're all late 30s, so that was a shock. Like, dude, Jesus Christ, like, we're too old for this shit, man. Our Jersey Shore get fucked up days are behind us. Like, what the fuck, dude? But it was also not a shock because it's like, yeah, we knew he partied a little too hard for a little too long. We assumed he kicked it and stopped hard partying. Also, this 1.5 is going to hit. You're fucking stupid if you didn't bet it. And Dante May's looking great. What a good bet that was. Actually, he doesn't look good. He's probably not going to win this. But anyway, so I'm sort of used to it, unfortunately. Hopefully that's the last one. I think that is the last one. I can't think of anybody else that we're very close with. I have a shockingly great group of friends where we're all complete pieces of fucking shit. We're assholes to each other. We're terrible friends in that regard, but a great group in that we manage to live in all parts of the country and still get together multiple times a year for our fantasy football draft, for whatever the hell. There's like 15 of us that stay close. And when you get to late 30s, you're lucky you got 3 close friends, let alone 15. So I'm very, very lucky. And I go out of my way to stay in touch with everybody, obviously, but I think we're done with the shocking, unless it's a heart attack, type deaths. You guys need help boosting the algorithm. Can't believe so few subs for amazing content. Appreciate you. I would prefer more subs as well, but frankly, we've been doing this 2 years. 2 years ago from 0 to 10,000. I'm very proud of what we've done. I agree we should be at 50,000. We should be dominating this space. The only person you could argue, like, obviously MMA Guru has eclipsed everybody else, but he's not in this space anymore. He's officially a live streamer, right? He's Jacob. He's Jacob if Jacob streams 7 days a week. And frankly, Jacob does a better ratio than a lot of these other streamers, where we have 10,600 subscribers. Jacob's getting 350, 400, 500 people to watch live streams, depending on the event. There's people with 30,000 subscribers getting 300 people to watch. The ratio is way different. So we definitely have a better audience than everybody else. And I prefer a real audience over inflated numbers. But hey, you know how you help the algorithm? Share. The algorithm has changed, where it used to be just comment on a video and that helps the algorithm. Now it's share the video. And YouTube is factoring in, if you click the share button, it's factoring that in very heavily compared to some other stuff. Yeah, I appreciate you. Luckily, you're going to be up more than 20 units a year. You're up 21 units if you followed the last 12 events just for the safety parlay. So we should clean that. And I agree. And we had a wild debate. Me and one of the Joshes that works at We Want Picks had a wild debate. If you saw on Twitter, there's that, Dan's Best Fights or Best Fight Picks, whatever the fuck that guy's name is. I think his name is Dan, but I don't give a fuck. Anyway, there's a professional fighter. Somebody DM'd him saying, hey, I have a podcast. I'd love to interview you. And he said, great. And like, this guy hasn't made his UFC debut. He's kind of nobody in the space. And I know that's offensive, saying somebody's a nobody, but you get what I'm saying, right? He's not a name. And he said, sure, I'll do the podcast, $100. And the other guy was like, I've never had to pay anybody. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to pay that, but good luck with everything. It was respectful there. Then it took a turn. The fighter got dirty. But all of Twitter decided that fighter was a scumbag for asking for $100 for an interview. And so Josh and I got into a debate. And where I'm going with this is, you said you should be allowed to make $100,000 a month. Not only should I be, I will. We will get there. We will get there. And it's literally all thanks to you guys. But the debate between Josh and I basically was like, there's nothing wrong with asking for money. That guy thinks his timer's worth $100, ask for it. But when the podcaster said no, he should have said, okay, I'll do it anyway, because frankly, any exposure is good exposure. I would literally pay money to do certain interviews. If I could somehow be on Sean O'Malley's show like MMA Guru was, I'd fucking pay for that exposure. I would pay for that exposure. So it became an interesting debate, but, frankly, it's interesting to see the MMA community, and Josh pointed this out, I'm regurgitating his point. It's interesting to see the MMA community hate on fighters asking to be paid, but have no problem paying some random fucking asshole $65 an event for their bets. It makes no sense. I'm asking for $10, which is literally nothing for the value you get. And if a fighter's asking for some money for their time, it's not an unreasonable ask. If you don't want to pay it, totally fine, but it's not an unreasonable ask. So I watch tape throughout the week. I'm a full week ahead with my notes, but I watch tape throughout the week. Some people I don't need to watch tape on John Jones, right? Like, not every card requires deep tape watch. And I save all of my notes. So the very first thing I do is go back to my notes. Like, the next time Dontel Mays fights right now, I will take notes on what Dontel Mays did and did not do in this fight. Then, next time he fights, I'll pull my notes from what I'm watching now. I'll have those notes, plus previous notes. I'll put them all together. I'll go through them. I'll watch one or two tapes if I can't remember, and I'll go from there. So the longer I do it, the easier tape study gets, unless it's a UFC debut. Outside of that, it's all about diligent note-taking. But I'm a full week ahead on everything, which is how I'm able to do it. Offense with a C. Oh, are you the one I shouted out that I saw the alert on my phone? Yeah, Devin. I guess I'm not going to say your last name again out loud because George is not your last name. Thank you very much. Hopefully, check out UFC 285's premium parlay. It's already up there. I'm not going to name them. You know why I'm not going to name them? I don't need anybody. Fuck them. Most of you don't even know they exist, so fuck them. Like, I debated. I actually asked some of the other people that work at We Want Picks saying, yep, I hit the over, by the way. That bet hit. You tailed that bet, another winning bet. Dontel Mays is going to lose this fight. I'll lose that bet. I'll still be up units. Dontel Mays is straight up fucking pussy. But I debated doing, like, I asked Jacob to do a full OnlyFans breakdown. Watch every OnlyFans out there. Subscribe to all of them. Check out the content and rate them in a video. It'll be the best video we've ever done. And, like, literally, maybe it might do 1 million views. He hasn't done that because he's kind of lazy. His neck hurts. But I debated doing a value breakdown. I'll subscribe for every single premium, both with the giant companies like Roto Grinders, right? That's a giant company. Multi-million-dollar. They charge. That's a giant company. And then also, like, every fucking dork's Patreon that has a Patreon. I debated, let me sign up for every single one of them. And I'll just go through them. And I will record going through every single one of them. This is what you get for this guy. This guy's going to charge you $10 for the optimizer. Okay. I have the optimizer at $10 and all this other shit. Oh, you want his NASCAR picks? $15. Good luck with those. And the only reason I didn't is A, I'm not trying to have all of the internet hate me. Twitter has decided they hate me. I know a lot of people in this space hate my guts. And all I can say to them is, I'm way nicer than you think I am. That's all I can say, I guess. But the only reason I didn't do that video and name those people is because 2 reasons. One, I didn't want to start a war with everybody. It can't be me versus the world. I'm trying to build my own thing. Fuck them. Let them lower their price and fucking... If they knew what was smart, they would reach out. We would have a real conversation and figure out how to make it work. Because some of these people have some decent information, but I'm about to have all that information and more coming for UFC 285. So you're about to not matter in 3-4 days. Like, literally not matter at all. So... We'll see what happens, but I didn't do it also because Some people might not know they even exist, so why the hell would I give them the free advertising? You know how many views we do? We do 150,000 views a month on YouTube. Our website gets tens of thousands of visits. And the average time spent on our website is like 7 minutes. People are there reading articles, spending time. We're burying everybody as far as the numbers are concerned. I'm not going to push people to like even let you know who else exists. Thank you all very much for hanging out. I genuinely appreciate it. I know my vibe is very different than Jacob's. I'm a... First of all, I drank straight... Well, I guess I didn't live stream. During pay-per-views, I drink straight tequila rocks. Tequila rocks, straight up. I'm only drinking wine because it's basically a regular Saturday. And I'm alone. Tiffany, my wife, is out with the daughters. We have 2 places. She's staying at the other place with the kids. And the dog, who's a fucking asshole. So I'm not trying to die. Or get stupid blackout. Yeah, Robert Saladino understands. My man, pots and pans. Yeah, first generation. Nothing like it. No, I don't. Sharif, fuck off. I sure do. LOL, I'm up units, you half-clown muppet. Arrivederci. Scrap, did you follow the Scrap Toast? Augusto Sakai. Dantel Meza, useless bag of dicks. So we're going to zero this out. I have a tracker. I track every single one of my bets. Units in, 0. I am officially up 1.7005 units on the night if you tailed all my bets. That's it. All my bets are done. I am up 1.7005 units on the night. And we got Sharif Baby Dick commenting on, didn't you bet on Dantel Mays? I sure did, you fucking soft, limp dick motherfucker. And guess what, baby bitch boy? I'm up 1.7 units on the night. So you're an idiot. I'm not. Congratulations on all your success. Thank you very much for buying the premium Scrap Toast. Hopefully you tailed some of these bets, including the safety parlay. Jesse Lewis with the $1.99 super chat, over 1.5. Come on, Angelo, we got this, and we sure did. Thank you very much. Yeah, Maze fucking sucks. Dude, this guy, you're an absolute loser, bitch. Absolute loser. These are the people I hide, by the way. That's how you get hidden from the channel. Straight up. Oh my god, you have got like 60 comments going here. What an absolute loser. The VIG is interesting. So anybody who doesn't know, the VIG is like the guaranteed casino money, essentially. So when you see an even fight, it's minus 110, minus 110. That's an even fight, according to Vegas. So no matter what, they've got the 10% built in. Minus 110. It's more than 10%. I understand math. But they've got the minus 110. No matter what side you bet, the house will win some money. So there are what we call normalized odds or true odds. Our data guy, Josh, him and I had a bunch of conversations about him removing the VIG and showing those. I said just keep the VIG in because it's easier for people to process mentally. But true odds is absolutely something that matters. And once, you know, we have an interesting audience because we're only at the $10 price point. So we do have sharps that value the opinion, that cash the safety parlay all the time. And we also have people that are like newer to this or just, you know, like, hey, I'll pay the $10. You guys are great. And it's all amazing. I love all of it. So we have to have a healthy balance of content to account for all of that. So, the VIG is interesting because a lot of people don't account for that. But that is a conversation I've had with our data guy, Josh, about what do we do with the VIG, what do we not do with the VIG. Now we're rooting against this fucking loser, right? I think we're all rooting against this absolute pussy loser. Can we all agree? This guy fucking sucks. I'm not gonna ruin my good time with your fucking bullshit. How about I just hide you from the channel and you can comment into a fucking void, dork bitch? Nah, there's no fight commentary. I'm just drinking hanging out. I'm not a mimosa guy. Mimosa, first of all, the alcohol content is... What the fuck did my wife just text me? A letter from my daughter's school. Oh. The school wants to do an anti-victim seminar, and we have to sign off on it. I gotta read what the fuck's an anti-victim seminar? 22 months of premium membership. Jesse is a true OG. Jesse has been here since the beginning. 22 months. We've only been doing this for 24. Jesse became a premium member the very minute that membership was even available. Jesse has done more for this channel than fucking Jacob and his stiff neck. Thank you, Jesse. You're the best. Explain to me what I'm mad about. First of all, I know I'm engaging a fucking loser troll that lives in a basement, which I shouldn't do, and you'll probably just be hidden from the channel and we'll be done with that. But explain to me, when I'm up 1.7 units, explain to me what I'm mad about. I can't think of something. Shreek's absolutely a cuckold. He watches his husband get wrecked and just enjoys every second of it. I've watched 20... I don't know where this is going, so hopefully it's in a good direction. I've watched 20 other UFC prediction channels. 1 year later, I watch this one sometimes. I watch this one, sometimes one other one. But they are not as entertaining. Nobody, Ernie, nobody is as entertaining as us. First of all, fully recognize that me by myself on my couch pounding wine out of a Yeti with my fucking logo on it is not peak entertainment. I get that. I get that. But Jacob and I together on a Tuesday night, who the fuck is better than that? Who? Who the fuck has a better show than me and baby limp dick freckle allergic to the sun Jacob on a Tuesday night at 7:30 Central? Nobody. 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 Literally nobody. Monday nights you're going to watch... Actually, I think that guy Clint, probably a very, very nice guy, has a family. Good for him. He always seems very transparent, very nice, good guy. I feel like we're more entertaining. I'm not going to shit on that guy. I have no reason to shit on that guy. I know his whole crew there, they hate my guts. They absolutely hate my guts. And it has to be from insecurities. Because why else? What's there to what's there to hate? If you haven't had an actual conversation with me, what's there to hate? I don't hate anybody I've never had a conversation with. I can't make that... I can't come to that conclusion. I hate Jacob. I've had fucking plenty of conversations with that muppet. Anyway, there's literally nobody more entertaining than us. There just isn't. Ernie. 20 shows. Jesus Christ. Us and who's the other person? You watch one other person. Who is it? I need to know. If it's not MMA experts, that guy's class, that guy's quality, check his stuff out. AJ from MMA experts. I'm also trying to lure him into our world here. Artem as well. Artem is fantastic. Artem does all the shit that I can't do. Bellator, PFL. That guy breaks down every fight that has ever existed, and he puts actual thought and effort into it. He's not phoning it in, so subscribe to Artem. Yeah, exactly. Except tonight, I'm drinking, I'm cursing. I'm not having sex with a chair, which is what Jacob would be doing, but appreciate you. Yeah, and listen, I fully recognize we've had a very steady 100 some odd people watching this, so I appreciate that for sure. I know a lot of people hopped in, thought it was Jacob, and said fuck off. I'm not Jacob. Hurt his neck.
Thank you, Brendan. Yeah, this one has the potential to be a true grappler for the life. Number 11 ranked middleweight Andre Muniz has been.
Yeah, Artem's great. Kid is a perfect word. Kid's a perfect word. I don't know how old Artem is, but I made a comment about somebody being young as fuck, and Artem's like, uh-oh. Angelo's not going to be happy when he finds out. Jesus Christ, is it only 7:45 and the main event is about to start? Holy ballsack. Jesus Christ. I drank this much before 8 o'clock at night? You know what's crazy? I literally thought I might have been an alcoholic last week. I don't drink every night. Most nights. But last week, Valentine's week, we filmed on Monday. Because Tuesday was Valentine's Day. I recognize a lot of people. You guys are all very sexy. You're attractive people. You're smart. You're in committed relationships. I said, you know what? Let me do the community a favor. But also, I had to travel for work on Tuesday. So we filmed Monday. I don't drink when we do our normal full card breakdowns, right? I got to be coherent. That's our most viewed video. So I don't drink during that. I didn't drink Monday. Tuesday, I wake up. My wife is throwing up. My oldest daughter is throwing up. And I'm like, I still have to go to New York. Like, I still have to fly for work. I'm sorry, but I have to go. So I flew to New York Tuesday. I didn't drink. I normally do. Right? On a work trip, somebody else is footing the bill. I normally enjoy myself. And I didn't, because I'm like, I'm not feeling great. They obviously have some sort of stomach bug. I might have it too. Let me give my immune system a shot. I didn't drink Tuesday. Wednesday, I work all day in the city. We go out at night, Wednesday night. I have one single drink, and I just wasn't feeling it. And so I was like, why force it? And I'm convinced myself, like, oh, shit, I'm probably going to get the stomach bug that they have. So I didn't really drink Wednesday. Thursday, I don't land in Dallas until like 10:30. By the time I get home, I landed at 10. By the time I get home, it's 10:30, something like that. So I'm like, I'm not going to fucking start drinking at 10:30. Like, Jesus Christ. That's Thursday. I felt like shit the whole week. Friday, I just don't feel good. Things are not great. Friday night, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to have some wine and relax. I felt like shit all day. I drank Friday night. I felt great. I felt fucking great. And I was like, holy shit. Is this withdrawals? Am I a fucking alcoholic? And I was getting withdrawals, and I scratched the itch. Is that what was going on here? Oh, another premium member. Win DeVito. Appreciate you. So maybe. Hopefully not. Jesus Christ, my random drunken rants go very far. Why? I haven't said anything controversial. Jacob offers a quasi-homoerotic goof, show tune style that no one else can do. Yeah, because there's not a lot of gays breaking down fights. But he's knowledgeable, questionable sexuality, but a good guy for sure. Angelo's consistent. Listen, I'll tell you right now. Don't tell Jacob, because he's a fucking dork with a stiff neck. But Jacob does actual research. And the best part about that fucking freckled sun allergy having dick whistle is he didn't really start watching UFC until I met Jacob. My daughter's 6. I met Jacob 7 or 8 years ago. I lived in Florida at the time. So did he. I'm walking my dog. He's outside with his dumbass dog. We started talking. I'm like, friendliest guy in the world. And we started talking about fights. I invite him over for UFC. He knew who Conor McGregor was, but that was about it. And it was Conor McGregor versus Jose Aldo. It was like, I think, the first actual pay-per-view he ever watched. And I went on and on. Jose Aldo's going to dominate, blah, blah, blah. Conor McGregor. And fucking, we all know what happened. But that's like what really like kicked off our friendship. And then many years later, I moved to Dallas. Me, him, a couple of my fighter friends, and a bunch of other people are in a DraftKings fantasy league. And we're in that. We're doing research, whatever. We're competing against each other, talking shit. And COVID hits. And I was like, let's just do a podcast. Unfortunately for me, I didn't do it before COVID because everybody benefited from the COVID boost. One of the things that sticks out in my mind, I'll never forget, is Fight Night Picks. It's two kids in Canada. They probably do more research than anybody. I think our picks are better. They don't do bets. Like, they just talk about fights, tell you who they think is going to win. I think we have a better accuracy. We do bets, all that other bullshit. But those two dudes, first of all, they are the only ones that started doing graphics, right? We do graphics, but we came after them. I didn't start the show till after they existed. They started. They had graphics. They put in the effort. Those two dudes, like, they're doing it right. And I remember during COVID, I found them, like, you know, I was doing my research for a random, I didn't have a podcast yet. I started We Want Picks in 2016. It was a blog, a written blog. Then I had my daughter, so I just stopped fucking doing it. But I still had all the socials, I had all the stuff, the website. Then 2020 comes around, we're all locked up, whatever, and we made a podcast in 2021. But in 2020, still doing DraftKings. UFC is the only sport around. I'm doing my research for fights, stumble upon them, watch some of their videos. And I remember I watched their year-end video in 2020, the end of 2020. And they basically were like, we've been doing this for 3 years. We had 1,000 subscribers in 2020, like in January 2020. They were closing the year out at like 19,000 something. And it was all COVID. That fucking Fight Island. Remember how amazing? Listen, COVID destroyed a lot of lives, did a lot of fucking horrible shit. But I have never been more excited for a fight card in my entire fucking life than Fight Island peak COVID. Never have I been more excited for a fight, ever. And so was the rest of the world. So they experienced that giant, I think MMA Guru got that same. All of the people who existed before us got that wild boost. So anybody's like, how do you only have 10,000? Because we got 10,000 the regular way. We didn't have the COVID boost. But I'll never forget that. What they said. And when he said that, I was like, I got to start something now. I'm already late to this party. So we started our YouTube channel. And we've only been here for about 2 years. So what really works well for us is both Jacob and I are going to give you quality insight, quality picks. Like everything we say is like every bet we put on the board, that's money that I fucking spent. I spent that money on those bets. And if they hit, great. That's my money. If they miss, fuck. That's my money. Same with Jacob. But the reason this goes well is because we're different personalities, but we're the same. Right? We get along. We have this our sense of humor is the same, but we're different. Right? He's going to have sex with a chair. I'm going to sit here like a fat lump debating what food I order for this fight. So thank you very much for that comment. You'll never see me drunk. Nobody in my life has ever seen me drunk. Period. I'm not going to slur my words. I'm not going to say anything I regret. It's just not who I am as a person. I don't ever drink to that point. Nothing in my body is happening. My knees are fucked from wrestling. My elbow's fucked from the ice skating rink earlier today. Laura Sanko's hot, but she's aging at an alarming rate. And I know that's going to be a bad take, and a lot of you have never touched a breast before. But look at Laura Sanko's face in high definition. And I realize I'm a slug. on a couch. I get that. That's not the conversation. It's not me versus her. We're comparing her to, we're saying she's hot. Lorisenko is objectively hot. Lorisenko at 45 is not going to be hot. How old is she? She's not very old. And she looks older than she is. Montana De La Rosa, hot. That woman will age like wine. If we're talking attractive females in the fighting universe, Montana De La Rosa might be the most attractive, and she's aging incredibly. Not a wrinkle, nothing. Lorisenko, she's not aging that well. Look at her age, look at her face. She's not aging as well as you think she is. $4 super chat, Ange. I switched from beer to Stella Rosa red wine. Thought I was alone. Man, I love wine. It's what's in this giant. How many ounces is this Yeti? It feels like 32. Because the worst thing that happens with wine, for me at least, everybody's body's different, I get a headache. That's the worst thing that happens. Beer, I'll fucking have bubble guts the whole next day. Especially if it's hoppy. Thank you very much for the $4.99 super chat. I think you're talking about Jacob. First of all, well, I'm not going to expose Jacob. Jacob's got quite the situation. Not gay. Quite the situation. So you're probably talking about Fight Night picks when you say I can't follow along those guys. They're all over the place. I agree with you. So my job in real life is take very complicated situations and make them simple. Work through problems. Hey, Angelo, we have these massive customers. There's issues. Go fix them. So I think what I do well is take something complicated and make it simple. Take something, articulate it in a way that makes sense. Those two guys at Fight Night Picks do more research than anybody. Incredible production value. Everybody needs to thank them for what they've done. Jesus Christ, another premium member. You guys are amazing. Everybody needs to thank them for this space. They may have invented... Tell me somebody who's capped UFC fights before them on YouTube, at least in some sort of quality content manner. But what they do that I don't like is they'll be breaking down fighter A versus fighter B. Fighter A does this, fighter B does this, fighter A fought fighter C fought fighter D, and D beat B, so B should be A. And it's like, you just said 11 names. I'm watching Brendan Allen versus I'm watching Brendan Allen versus, oh my fucking God, maybe I am drunk. I'm watching Brendan Allen versus, oh my fucking God. It's not Andre Muniz. Yeah, it is. I'm watching Brendan Allen versus Andre Muniz, and you just mentioned 7 other fighters. Why? So, I agree, they could lose a lot of people because of that complexity, and it's almost they assume everybody knows everything. But frankly, that's not the space necessarily, especially if you want something quick. Spend no money. Save your money for next week. Spend no money. I'm up units. We Want Picks is up units. There's no reason to spend any money. Save it for next week. We're good. I don't know, man. Mine are pretty bad. Mine go from here, all the way down, and I'm fucking Italian. What a mistake that was.
That would be the payout on the 17th bet. This fight clock is brought to you by Modelo. 3-round main event. Andre Muniz is at black.
Where's Jacob? Jacob slept funny. This is 100% serious. Jacob slept funny on his pillow, so his neck hurts. That's where Jacob is. Absolutely 100% not. You guys will never see me drunk. Period. So Lorisenko's 40. You look close. Looking old enough. He's not aging well. Very hot. Don't get me wrong. So we have the new main event going on right now. Brendan Allen, Andre Muniz. And it feels like Brendan Allen's going to win this fight. I did not bet this fight. This is not in the safety parlay. I've never picked a Brendan Allen fight correctly. And it feels like this is going to be one of those as well. I've seen that Wheezy guy. So that Wheezy guy, he's either... Oh, another premium member. Adam Barron. Thank you very much. Appreciate you very much. So I've seen everybody in this space. Because if you're not watching other people, you're a fucking idiot. Right? Meaning not you as people absorbing content, but me as people creating content. How am I supposed to improve and destroy every one of these dorks if I'm not watching what they're doing? I got to see what other people are doing and then fucking bury them. Be 7 steps ahead of them, which we are. You know the best part about this is? We have graphics, right? I mentioned Fight Night Picks. They invented graphics. When we started, the bare minimum was graphics. Like, dude, we can't do this show without fucking graphics. We need to have something on the screen that isn't Tapology. And a lot of people put Tapology on the screen and create very quality content. A lot of people that I enjoy very much. But I was like, we're going to take it a step up. We're going to do graphics. So we do graphics. And now a lot of these people here, whoa, they have 1,500. Now, we're past that now. They have 1,500 premium members at $10 a month. Jesus Christ. I need graphics. So now they're doing graphics too. They have 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. And they've only existed for 2 years. I don't do those numbers. How do their videos get 15, 20,000 views? I don't do those numbers. I must need to do graphics too. So they're all following. Oh, they charge $10? Let me lower my price point to $10. I watch everybody. I need to know what they're doing so that I can know what I need to do or what I need to not do and how to stay ahead of them. The Wheezy, I don't know any of these people personally. I've never had a conversation. I will never talk about them or their personalities because I don't know. These might be the greatest human beings that have ever lived ever. But I know these are very stat-driven people. And that's great. But, you know, there's a little more than just stats. And guess what? For UFC 285, we're going to have every stat you could ever imagine. And anybody who loves these nerd stats and digging in the stats and all that bullshit, we're going to have that and more ready to go for UFC 285. And you said that guy's the worst. He's not the worst. I've seen a lot of people. He's not the worst. I don't even think he's bad, frankly. He's out there, consistent, every Sunday, I think. Every Sunday night after my videos, they're putting out their videos. They're doing their thing. Can't hate on consistency. I have no issue with anybody. I have talked in real life to 2 people in this space. MMA experts, who's fantastic. That guy is great. Puts out lots of content, consistent content. So do me a favor, subscribe to his channel, comment, Angelo sent me. And I've talked to Kunith many times. Kunith did the show with us. I like Kunith as well. I think both of them would say, I talked to Angelo. Angelo's a normal guy. Angelo's a nice guy. But Twitter has decided they hate my guts. I've never spoken to Wheezy. I don't know anything other than what he looks like on camera. I know nothing. That guy may donate his free time to the boys and girls of America, and he might build fires for homeless people under bridges. This guy might be cooking for people who haven't eaten. He might fly to Somalia 6 times a year to build houses and get running water to the poor and the indigenous. I don't know this guy from a hole in the wall. I've got nothing bad to say about him. I don't know shit. Nothing. I know nothing. What I do know, most of these people hate my fucking guts. Most of them hate my guts. I don't know why. Probably because I'm from the Northeast and I talk very quickly. I'm very matter of fact. I've got a little Northeast twang. I'm aggressive. And we're destroying people numbers-wise. Is probably why they don't like me. But don't hate on me on Twitter like you're a fucking man without having a conversation. Let's have a conversation. I'll talk to anybody for any amount of time. Shit. A lot of comments. You guys are not liking the tattoos. Listen, I don't like my tattoos either, frankly. Here's the deal. Here's the deal with my tattoos. Yeah, no, I'm a fucking loser. Fucking straight up, this is fucking huge. And I have tattoos on the back of my arms and my wrist. I have a lot. I cover them up for work. Nobody at work knows that they even exist. Because I wear long sleeves in fucking August. So nobody knows. We'll literally go to golf outings for work and Big Papa Bo and long fucking sleeves with a watch covering the wrist tattoo. But I got them when I was very young. I've wrestled my whole life. I started competing in jiu-jitsu, competing in wrestling. I was all in. I bit the fucking bait. I bought into the whole fucking bullshit. Got the tattoo, did all of it. And now I'm an adult and I have little kids. And I do want to get them removed because I work from home or I'm on an airplane. I'm either on an airplane traveling for work or I'm working from home. That's it. I've got a very real job. This isn't my only job. Anybody who has made content creation their full-time job and doesn't even have fucking graphics for their channel is not creating content full-time. They're fucking idiots. Anyway, it's like, oh, you're going to see me in short sleeves with fucking tattoos like a bum in the middle of the day looking like an asshole with a hat on or messy hair. And, I want to get them removed so I can fucking wear short sleeves and be normal. Sorry for the tattoos, guys. Don't bet this fight. Save your money for next week, but Brendan Allen might win this fucking fight. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. My rants just keep going and going. I'll collab with that motherfucker. You're going to ask me to collab with somebody 7 times larger than me? I don't give a fuck. Of course. No shit. Why would he collab with me? Is the question. And he wouldn't. And he shouldn't. Hardcore fan, but not a better. Imagine if 10%. Yeah, I mean, of course. No shit. I bet I'd make more money than him. And I'm not saying that to be like a braggy dickhead. Jacob just hit his Brendan Allen more takedowns. Brendan Allen takedown line was a half. He just got a takedown. Jacob just hit that bet. Congratulations, Jacob, on all your success. I'm not trying to... we have monetized YouTube premium membership. We've done that better than anybody. You will not find anybody that has more premium members than we do because they don't have the value we have. They have fucking ridiculous price points. They're all doing stupid shit. And I'm not playing games. $10. It'll include literally everything, and every single month I'm going to add more and more and more and more. And it's going to be better and better because I'm the volume. I want 10,000 premium members. It's not even fucking close. So MMA Guru is a straight up rock star. He has done an amazing job being bigger than the sport, meaning it's not... MMA Guru doesn't lose subscribers if he has a pick wrong because he's created a personality. He's fun, he's smart, he's witty, all of those things. And who gives a fuck about the fight breakdowns because he's entertaining? That's Jacob, except Jacob also has the fight breakdown component as well. So people keep commenting, MMA Guru knows who you guys are. He's talking about you guys. I've never heard what he's actually said. I don't even know if those are actually real. He's the king of this space, period. Frankly, I don't think him and I play in the same space. I'm trying to sell you a product. I'm trying to create value for you, give you tools to make money. He's basically a streamer. And that's awesome. Good for him because I have a bad weekend. You fucking people show up with comments. He has a bad weekend. Who gives a fuck? He was entertaining. Brendan Allen's going to win this fight, by the way. So glad I didn't fucking bet it. This might be it. I don't consider myself an alpha male, but I did. What is funny, and Bo, if you're watching, fuck you. This is for you. You fucking dork. Bo's my neighbor. He's 6'5", fucking 250 pounds, some stupid shit. Football coach, looks the part, has the fucking southern accent. He's all the fucking things. And he was definitely the king of the block. And then I moved here from Connecticut with my fucking me. I clearly became the alpha of the block. It was without question. And Bo, fuck you. Argue me in the comments if you disagree. I became the alpha of the block. It wasn't even fucking. It's not even a debate. It's not even a debate. Oh, you're tall. Well, you say y'all. Congratulations. And, you know, I'm not an alpha. That's not who I am. I don't walk around calling people stupid things, refusing to say pronouns. I don't give a fuck. I'm a normal person who's very confident. Very confident, but also stupid self-aware. I know I look exactly like Ben Affleck. I know that. But no, Twitter hates me because we're successful. That's why Twitter hates me. It's that simple. It has nothing to do with alpha this. Twitter hates success. They hate success. It's that simple. Thoughts on Jesse on Fire saying it's okay, Garoom kids, as long as you stay in a... I don't know what the fuck that comment is. There's a 0% chance I'm responding. Yeah, Allen's going to win this fight. We're heading into the third round, final round. Brendan Allen, I think, won the first two. Brendan Allen's going to win this fight. Do you think it's scary to grow because you're putting yourself out there? Most people are too scared to do what you're doing. No, it's not. I don't think it's scary to grow. You're not going to see my kids on camera. That's for sure. Like even I talked to my wife earlier today. She has to work. So UFC 284, she wasn't working. So I said, take the kids, go to the other house. We got two places. Go to the other house. Let me do what I do. So she did that. UFC 285, she is working. Can't do that. The kids will be here. And I'm going to film the vlog. You'll probably hear their voices, but you're not going to see their faces. That's the one thing. People know I live in Prosper, Texas. Maybe I'll bump into somebody at fucking Costco. I don't give a shit. Growing doesn't scare me at all. But I will protect my daughters from fucking internet creeps. There was some dude, my Instagram is private. I've got like 6,000 or something absurd pending friend requests on Instagram. Because, and I get it, in all fairness, you guys will watch the videos, you'll see, oh, he has an Instagram, and you'll click follow. I'm not going to approve that. Because my Instagram is basically 99% of it is my kids. My fucking 6-year-old daughter and my 4-year-old daughter, they're none of your goddamn business. It's just that fucking simple. They are none of your goddamn business. And someone in the Discord was like, why is your Instagram private? What is he like? I think he said the word celebrity, which is fucking absurd. No, I'm a slob with a podcast. Like, he said the word celebrity. And it was like, why are you so desperate to see pictures of my children? That seems bizarre to me, does it not? And there was not much there. He stopped commenting After most of the normal world was like, yeah, dude, fucking chill. Why do you need to see pictures of his kids? It's his personal Instagram. It's pictures of my kids. It's like, oh, we had the best Halloween. Look at my beautiful little Ariel. Like, why the fuck? You don't need to see that. I don't know you, motherfucker. I don't know you. Follow the We Want Pics shit. We Want Pics is on Instagram. Follow that. You don't need to know. Jacob will do all sorts of shirtless pictures. Don't follow his fucking shit, not mine. Motherfucker. People are absolutely creeps. And I don't even know if that dude was like a pervert. Like, I need to see your kids. Because he didn't know it was pictures of my kids. It was more like people think because my fat ass is... I gotta order food, by the way. I haven't eaten dinner. My fat ass is on this couch watching fights, live streaming. You deserve a window into every aspect of my life. It's like, no, you don't. No, you don't. There's many aspects of my life that you're not going to have access to. And that's just the reality of it. Oh, fuck off. Watch Jacob for the fight talk. It's not my fault. Jacob's little... Oh, yes, Brendan Allen has a rear naked choke on Andre Muniz, and I hope Brendan Allen fucking smokes this motherfucker. I said Andre Muniz probably wins this fight. I also said don't bet on this goddamn fight because Brendan Allen just finds a way to win. And he's about to win. He's about to be ranked. Andre Muniz completely exposed for being a fucking pussy. 37 seconds. Yeah! Brendan Allen submits Andre Muniz. I fucking love it. I have never picked a Brendan Allen fight correctly. This one included. Congratulations, Brendan Allen. Hopefully every single one of you heeded my warning saying I have never picked a Brendan Allen fight correctly. That was spectacular. No money betting on that at all. That was fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. And I know a lot of you love Brendan Allen, as you should. Good for him. I fucking can't stand the guy, but good for you. That was fucking awesome. Guys, 2 more minutes. I'm shutting this shit down. That's why I love Angelo, motherfucker. I didn't. Don't know why. What does the knee mean? I'm older than most. Why are other YouTubers scared to talk about Jesse on Fire openly? I don't even know who the fuck Jesse on Fire is, bro. No fucking clue. Who the fuck is Jesse on Fire? I sit here, I talk about fights. Does he break down fights? Is that a girl? Is that a boy? Jesus Christ. We just watched a giant upset, and you're talking about God knows what. I don't know if that's a boy or a girl we're talking about.
Maybe try switching your car insurance to Progressive. You could save hundreds.
Thanks, TV Dad. We'll think about it, okay?
Look what I found.
Is her talking about Rose Coach? What the fuck? Is English not your first language? Is her talking? Is her talking? You mean is she? Jesus Christ. This is my audience? This is what I've built? Jesus Christ. Here I was thinking I built something spectacular. 0 to fucking 10,000. Her? Oh, he's talking about... Okay, God. Oh, Jesse's apparently a guy. I don't even know who the fuck that is. Gotcha. Okay, so it does tie back to MMA. I've never heard of Jesse on Fire. That is never a thing I've ever heard of. It is 8:15 at night. 8:15. And the fights are over. What a fucking joke. Jesus Christ. Alright, guys. I'm chewing ice. Did Jacob beat me in DraftKings? Who did I have in DraftKings that lost? Oh, that fucking loser beat me in DraftKings. Where's the score? Show me the fucking score. Dude, DraftKings annoying as fuck. It's not. Let me close the app. Good for Brendan Allen, man. That's why I didn't bet him. Oh, I got second to that fucking ginger bitch. Holy shit, Jacob beat me and he had Ryan Spann. Alright, Dontel Mays didn't score shit. I had Tatiana Suarez. Eric Gonzalez didn't score shit. Jasmine Jazzy I had 105 points. Jordan Levitt 108. Joe Selecki 106. Jacob also had Selecki, also had Leave It. He had a leave at 91 after all his fucking bitching. He had Peak at 130. That was the differentiator. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Genuinely appreciate you. Yeah, I see this. You exist. You're alive. You're real. I'm sending you a Facebook ad for a business offer. Pay attention. Okay. I'll take a look, but we'll see. I'm trying to push my own shit, not somebody else's, but appreciate you. Thanks for reaching out. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I know I'm not Jacob. I did not have sex with any of the furniture on camera. I didn't do any stupid, ridiculous bullshit other than drink, go on rants, and hang out. Thank you all very much. My quick picks, well, I'm not going to do a recap. This card wasn't worthy of a recap. My quick picks will be out first thing in the morning. WeOwnPicks.com, become a premium member, do all things. It's $10 fucking dollars. I don't want to hear about your bullshit. Arrivederci.